Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. It's Sovereign Saturday, y'all. Don't be controlled by substances. Don't be controlled. This is major right here. This is major. Because, okay, I'm usually talking about being a sovereign man, at least having that home, that car, having some leverage, at least if you have a job or having your own business. I talk about all that, but there's one thing that robs a man of his sovereignty more so than having all the money in the world, having control, having a home and everything. In fact, many men have lost their sovereignty because of substances, drugs, alcohol, anything that can cause them to lose their mind. And it's happened. How many men have had good jobs and they've lost them? Like, I remember there was a job I was working on that had a lot of people that were from one of those drug rehabilitation homes. We have one in the area. And I would talk to these guys, talk to the men and the women, but specifically the men. These guys, they were in prominent positions. They had money because it's not an inexpensive drug rehabilitation house. I mean, you know, it would be alcohol, drugs, something. And it was like, these weren't just some bums. These were upper middle class men. Yet they were brought down by those substances. They were brought down by that alcohol. They were brought down by those drugs. Shoot, even being addicted, even something like a cigarettes or something, they can be addictive. See, the thing about those substances, you got to feed that habit. But many men get caught up into a situation where they can actually lose control of what they have because they feed that habit. You know, they putting all that money into their drugs, or they're drinking themselves out of a job. Because see, what happened is, yeah, they using it all, they think it's fun and everything, but then it starts affecting their decisions on their jobs, on their businesses, in their life. And then they can slowly start losing control. You know, I remember there was this guy, he was in the DC area, racist dude. He'd get on a bus, and me and him almost got in a fight a couple times. But there was a bus driver who knew about the guy before, because the guy get on there drunk talking that smack, but the guy wouldn't let him on his bus. He'd just put his hand out. But he said the thing was, he was all right until he really started drinking. That can hurt so many. If you want to be sovereign, the best thing that you have control in your life over is yourself and what you put into your body. In fact, you can even argue that eating the wrong foods, if it's causing you any problems, if it's slowing you down, if it's affecting your health, can affect your sovereignty. See, we don't talk about that a lot, you know, and I talk about body game, but I need to add nutrition into there more. If you eat eating the wrong foods that's slowing you down or even affecting how you think, you don't get a lot done. So even overeating, I mean, it could affect your health. I remember in the DC area, there's this, one of the vegan restaurants in the DC area. I remember specifically talking with the owner about a guy that he knew. And he said the guy was spending about $3,000 a month on medicines until he started coming to the vegan restaurant. $3,000 a month. There's people out there don't make that much. Yet this man is making that money, and he had to be making a lot to even afford that, even more to even live. But $3,000? You know, his own appetites were hurting him. Look, if as a sovereign man, you have to control your appetites. You have to control what goes into your body. You have to control the foods. You definitely should not be using any type of drugs that can affect your judgment. Because I ain't gonna lie. Rom used to drink, I could drink a half a liquor store and be like chill. But then once I stopped drinking as much, and I was never an alcoholic, but I prevented myself from even going down that path. I noticed, and this was particularly when I was getting into body game, I noticed when I start laying off the stuff, boom. Now, I know some people, they'll see me in some of my opening of the videos coming by, getting that little wine glass. And some dude even thought that was actual wine. No, dude, that was just the visual of it. It was actually cranberry juice in there. and even then, you know, if you get something like wine or something, keep it in moderation. I ain't saying don't totally like do something that's legal, but keep it, don't let it control you, you know? Don't let it control you at all. You know, and seriously, there's too many stories. Shoot, you got stories of celebrities who got caught up. They got caught up and they lost everything they had. You don't want to be at that point. You don't want to be in that situation. You want to be at a point where you are constantly have control over your faculties, your mind. Like everything you put into your body, it needs to make sure your mind is good. Anything you put into your body, it needs to keep up your health. Because how are you going to be sovereign, but your body's jacked up? Because of what you eating, because of the substances you putting in. And plus, that can even developing the ability to resist that which can hurt you, illegal or illegal, by preventing it from going in your body. That actually develops your willpower. As you develop your willpower, you can even move even more forward in your quest for sovereignty. But it's a pointless journey, no matter what you do, no matter what type of job you get, no matter how business is going. If you have those substances that are hurting you mentally, and shoot, in some cases it can hurt you physically, it can be a problem. It can be a problem. And like I said, yeah, there can be definitely illegal substances, but shoot, sometimes even like the legal ones. Like some people can't eat sugar the way they can, like everybody else. It could cause some issues. You need to be very cognizant of the foods that you eat. Like some people can eat a lot of meat, some people can eat very little. Some people need to like really put more fruits and vegetables into their diet. So that whatever you put into your body, it needs to fuel your quest for sovereignty, but also not subtract from it, not hinder it in any way. You know, you can't be under the control of substances, because really, how are you sovereign then? Because if you having different types of substances that you're feeding, that you have to have, that's not sovereignty. That substance is in control. I want y'all to think about that, okay? I want y'all to really consider that. So that's all I have for today. But this is more than just say no to drugs. There's way more than that. You talking about having some control over your life. You need to start with what you put into your body. Don't be controlled by what you put into your body, okay? So anyway, that's all I have for now. Keep rising, everyone. Work to be that sovereign man.